The Pixel People Pod. Snap, 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 it's on. Rewind the future fraud. The Pixel People Pod.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is our 1-year anniversary episode. This started 1 year ago. Can you believe that?
I can.
Yes.
Nope, cannot.
Yeah. So, yeah. The first episode was actually myself, James, and Janalyn. And guess what? They're here. We have all 5 of us here tonight. So, I'm Greg.
Chris, but I'm James tonight.
Chris.
Chris, but I'm Chris tonight.
Jan.
Jan, and I'm always Jan.
Janalyn, and I haven't changed.
Yeah, you're a year older and you have your driver's permit now, so you have changed.
Oh, she has changed.
True.
Well, when's the last time we were on?
It's been a while. It was going to be, the podcast originally started as just a fun thing for me and the girls to do. And then it became James sitting in with us and we were like, let's do it as that. And then it was, hey, Janalyn has band and she has all kinds of band stuff to do. She can't make it this week. So Jan sat in and it was, hey, let's get Chris to sit in on an episode. He's another child of the 80s. And then it's turned into this.
That makes more sense, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is a child of 80. Yeah.
Because I'm
But
old.
we're all old except for you two.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, they're old too.
I'm
The
getting old.
Yeah.
but
The old generation here
it's
and the
not
younger generation.
that old.
So just to throw it out here real fast, I was doing some research today, and there are, I don't even remember the numbers now, but there are a
Good
lot
job
of
on the research.
like 200,000 podcasts, I think, started constantly like every year, and only 3% of them make it past the first 3 episodes. And for a podcast to make, there's only 10% of all podcasts ever created that have made it a year. So that's a big deal. You know, we're not millions of listeners yet, but we've built up a nice following, and we've done pretty good for a year. I'm pretty proud of this thing. I think everybody else is too. I hope so.
We
If
are.
not, get out. So anyway, before we delve into that and some of the fun things we got planned, as always, it's Jan's Gnarly News.
Here we go. Jan's Gnarly News. Jan's Gnarly News.
Hit us with that year-old news, Jan.
All right, you're July 27th, 1980-something, Jan's Gnarly News. And since I have Janalyn here with me tonight, she's going to do the first one.
Janalyn's Gnarly News.
Born July 27th, 1980, Chelsea Clinton.
Oh,
Who?
okay. Chelsea Clinton. Actually, she was pretty good first child. They were, I think so.
I mean, how do you judge a first child? Well,
that
That's
they
a good
don't burn
question.
the house down.
Yeah,
The White
or
House
you
down.
bring cocaine to the White
There's
House,
been
that kind of
some-
stuff.
Oh, yeah. Which has been
Did
done.
she do that?
No, but some other
another
ones
one
might
did.
have.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
missed that. I don't know.
Good job on reading that. That was good.
Thank
Very
you.
professional.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now we got to hear Jane.
Yeah.
All right.
Feel free to read
downhill from
another
now.
one down.
Downhill.
Okay.
July 27th, 1981 is the day that Adam Walsh disappeared.
Oh, is that what's his name's kid?
Yeah. From America's Most
Ameri-
Wanted.
John
yeah,
Walsh.
that's right.
Yeah.
Who was the killer? Who?
They never
they've
brought
never
the killer
found
to
it, but there's a
justice.
theory.
did.
There's a no, they
Oh, they
haven't.
did?
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
It was the.
You know, we have these Google machines. We can Google it.
I don't think they did, Chris. James. that's gonna bug me on that. I don't think they did because there's a theory that it could have been Jeffrey Dahmer because there's actually stuff that points. It's eerie how you could possibly tie him into that.
So he had went shopping in Florida with his mom, and she let him stand by these older boys that were playing video games, and she stepped away just for a minute, and when she came back, he was gone.
Yeah, it was that fast.
But due to his disappearance and all this happening, some actually good things
Otis
came of
O'Toole.
it.
Yeah, Otis
So-
Toole was responsible for the
Okay.
1981 abduction and murder of 6-year-old Adam Walsh. He died in prison in 96.
Well, he got off a lot.
Yeah,
96.
he did. But some good things actually did come of his disappearance and murder. Because of him, we have the Code Adam in stores.
Yeah.
We have that missing children are now broadcast nationally.
Was this after the milk cartons? You know, they used to put missing
That was
kids
the
on all the
80s
milk
when they put.
cartons.
That is something we've not talked about in the 80s. That was when they started putting missing kids on milk cartons.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
the
now
same time.
now
or-
they're plastic jugs and
Yeah.
not those
Yeah.
cardboard
Yeah.
cartons
I
anymore.
remember
but-
that when they started putting those on milk cartons. So
I don't know if that was because of Adam Walsh.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
yeah.
Very
And
well
his
could be.
dad's brought his dad getting in the limelight and doing that show and all that stuff captured.
America's Most Wanted.
All right, Janalyn, you've not been on this in a while. Can't be making noise over
It
there.
was really close to my leg.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Chris. I really tried to get around having a badana.
A Madonna.
We hung
Of
out
a Donkadonk?
last week, yeah, my donkadonk.
Of a Donkadonk.
Madonna gnarly news item, but I just could not get around it.
Well, don't we have something coming up? A whole episode on her
Yeah,
in,
we
in
do.
August?
Next month,
Okay.
yeah.
So, released July 27th, 1983, was Madonna's self-titled debut album.
What was it called?
Well,
She's struggling with the
What
1
was
year.
it called?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I bet it was in that line of naming it after yourself.
Yeah, could be. So
There were 5 singles on that hit top 10. Holiday, Lucky Star, Borderline. I only have 3 of them.
I will say this.
Was that Like a Virgin on there?
It seems. I'll tell you something though. I love that song "Holiday."
That is a good song.
But I cannot hear that song now without seeing Adam Sandler at the wedding singer "Holiday"
Oh, yeah.
when he's all depressed
Yeah.
singing it. I hear him in my head singing that song, and it kills me every time.
One of my favorite 80s songs, the I Ran So Far by the
Yeah.
Flock of Seagulls, is in The Wedding Singer when the
Oh,
guy gives, "You like the Flock of Seagulls? Not as much as you."
Yeah.
Because he got his hair done. or
Hair.
something.
Yeah, we need to show Janalyn later the Flock of Seagull guy's hair.
That's
It
a
was
great,
cool in the
that's,
80s.
that's a possible Hall of Fame song. That's a great, great song.
Have you ever seen that movie, Janalyn? The Wedding Singer?
Not all the way through.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, we might have
I've
to
seen,
watch
like,
it.
clips.
Oh my goodness.
When you spend the night over here sometime, we might have to watch it because I got to watch it like every year. It's one of my favorite
It's
movies.
one of the best.
It is the best 80s movie, I think. Like 80s, non-80s movie, 80 movie.
And I figured you had seen every Adam Sandler movie because your dad
Yeah.
watches. all
James
of them.
worships Adam
No.
Sandler.
we don't watch a lot of movies at the house.
Okay.
I mean,
we'll bring it down there.
I watch movies on my own.
I have seen about every Adam Sandler movie,
Yeah.
but when it comes to everybody else in the house, no.
You're the one that we talk about Adam Sandler movies all the time, but you like Big Daddy a lot more than I do.
Big Days because
Yeah.
I'm a dad.
Yeah.
I can respect it.
I was
in a
kind of
different
hoping
way.
since we were going to take some video tonight that you would wear. I should have told you to wear your Shooter McGavin shirt.
That's 90s. Why would I do that?
Because it's just cool.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
We do the 90s episode one day.
Yeah, we
I'll
could do
wear
a
it.
throw off 90s episode.
Yeah.
Stuff that didn't suck in the 90s compared to the 80s.
no.
There's a lot of movies that were awesome in the 90s.
You don't want a competition with the 90s. It will.
Well,
80s will
okay,
go
with
down.
spin-off
in
movies.
flames.
Wait,
It's-
the 80s will not go down to the 90s.
No.
a
Yes,
spin-off,
for sure.
No.
a spin-off podcast where you host it and we'll do it for the 90s. Then.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
All right.
The
It's on.
90s has some great music, but their music's not better than the 80s.
No, their stars are not better than the 80s
No.
stars.
I would almost put it though. There was so many great movies in the 90s. I almost put it as a
Yeah.
wash. 80s, 90s movies. They
Yeah,
were-
I
they
mean,
were
there's a
good.
lot. I mean, we're products of the 90s. I mean, it's our
Yeah.
our adulthood. So,
Yeah, yeah. All right.
but no, 90s were great too.
Yeah.
All right, released July 27th, 1984, Metallica's Ride the Lightning.
It's a good album. It's got a couple of my favorite songs
For
on
Whom the Bell
Fade to Black
Tolls,
and For
Fade
Whom
to
the Bell
Black.
Tolls. Yeah.
Such great songs.
Ride the Lightning, Megadeth just covered it.
Well, he helped write the song.
Yeah, he
so-
helped write the music
so-
for the song. So he
so-
said, screw it, I'm going to cover it.
and he's a good version. It's a good version
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Old Dave.
Still working on one day get North Carolina homeboy Ron McGovney over here on the
Well,
podcast.
All we gotta do is call.
Metallica's original bassist. Lives in Marion, North Carolina.
Oh really?
All we gotta do is call.
All right, July 27th, 1984, Prince made his acting debut with the release of the film Purple Rain.
I'm going to watch that movie again. We've talked about it
Janalyn,
so
what's
much.
your top memory of the song Purple Rain?
I don't want to talk about it.
I
Oh,
didn't
Lord.
think
You've
you
actually
did.
got a memory about that song?
Yes.
The Stranger Things.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Oh,
No.
that was a good show.
No,
man.
it's
You
not.
need to watch that show,
Overrated.
Chris.
Never saw it. Never will.
You can't diss that.
You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, you
See?
did. It was good.
James says I didn't miss anything.
I mean, really, it's very overrated.
It's a good show.
It's tacky.
That was his 6th studio album. It grossed $70 million
Yeah.
worldwide against a $7.2 million budget.
every year it seems like the AMC for at least last 2-3 years on his anniversary of his death, they put Purple Rain out at the theater. I went and watched it in the
As they
theater
should.
like the last
Yeah.
3 years. It seems like in
And
the
that-
Dolby.
When Stranger Things used that song on their very last episode, the song rose to, I think, number 1 again. Pretty
Well,
sure it did.
I will blame Stranger Things for putting that one hit wonder lady in the Hall of Fame last year or the year
What is
before.
her name?
See, I can't even remember her name.
What's the other
Kate
pop-
Bush.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kate
one
Bush.
hit, and that song's not
Mhm.
even good. And
Well-
they got her into the Hall of Fame.
What
Yeah.
song is it?
Kate Bush song.
Running up the hill.
Yeah,
Running
your
Up That
reaction on
Hill?
your face right now is
It's
well,
the
when
song they
said she got
played when
into
she
the-
was in the coma
And
to
what?
try to pull her through.
Max. The redhead.
Oh, you talking about
And
Stranger,
Stranger
Things?
Things.
Oh,
Yes.
dear, I don't remember.
It was
anything
a
from
song that Max would keep her from going into like the darkness. It's a Kate Bush song. So,
Yeah.
I had to get up for a minute. We had a fan going. If you heard noise before this, people, it was
We
a
got
fan
fans
going.
outside.
Yes, they're beating
Yeah, we had
Todd?
one fan. It was
Todd.
blowing a lot of air over there.
They're right here
It's
about the
not Todd.
90s.
It's not
Yeah.
Todd.
Yeah.
July 27th, 1985, Paul Young went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart with his version of the Daryl Hall song, Every Time You Go Away.
That's a good cover.
Paul Young.
Very good
That's
cover.
a good song.
Oh, I remember that song. Yeah. I didn't realize that was that guy's name though, Paul Young.
July 27th, 1986, Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel hit #1.
It's the best song he ever did.
Yeah.
That video was just
Yeah.
awesome.
Way ahead of its
It
time.
was
That was
so
such a
great.
good video.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize till I was looking this up. Just 1 week later, his former band Genesis took #1 with Invisible Touch.
Yeah.
Great
Which
song.
is a great song. I had that cassette. I remember my aunt and uncle Ralph and Debbie got me that cassette because I really wanted it because that was huge. That Genesis album. But I listen to some of it now and I don't know. I don't think it holds up as good.
Really?
Yeah.
Invisible Touch still holds up. It's a great song.
It
I don't
is
know
a
about the
great
rest of the
Yeah,
album,
I guess.
but
I like other. They're one of the bands I like some of their earlier stuff more than they got. I Can't Dance and all that stuff. It's like,
How does Invisible Touch? How's it go?
She seems to has the invisible touch. Oh, you know that song. Well, you trying to get me to sing?
No.
All
I'll
right.
belt it out, but we'll probably get a copyright.
Yeah, we don't need to.
That's
I don't
true.
think Phil will mind.
I don't know.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Released July 27th, 1987. Never Gonna Give You Up. Rick Astley.
We got Rick rolled on the podcast.
I thought that was 90s.
87.
It's every decade because we're still
It
Rick
never went
rolling.
away.
We're Rick rolling 40 years later still.
Janalyn, have you ever been Rick rolled?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, you're gonna find out. I'm gonna. Okay.
Oh, you're in
All
trouble
right.
now.
Yeah, you're
You
gonna
are
get-
in trouble.
In the
You're
next week, you'll get rickrolled
You're so
when
gonna
you
get
least
Rick
expect it.
Yeah.
You'll
Trust me.
you'll know it when it happens.
You'll know it when it happens.
I'm so concerned.
Don't be. It's funny. So
All right. July 27th, 1989. Walter Payton and Chuck Norris. Yes, you
Chuck
heard me
Norris?
right.
Really?
Walter Payton and Chuck Norris teamed up for an attempt to break the Chicago to Detroit speed record for powerboats.
Wow.
They set out on a 46-foot powerboat to tackle a 605-mile journey across Lake Michigan.
Well, obviously they beat it because Chuck Norris is on there.
Well,
he
their
karate
goal-
chopped them waves.
Their goal was to beat the record of 12 hours, 34 minutes, and 41 seconds. They beat it 10 hours, 30 minutes.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
shaved 2 hours off
That's
of it.
just because Chuck was on there.
What a weird duo.
I'll tell you a funny thing about that I think about it is you were married by then, so you probably had a satellite or something, right? In the early 90s?
Yeah.
And Chris, you
'Cause
had
she was rich.
cable as a kid and all that stuff.
Right.
I didn't get satellite till 96 when I moved out. But I remember when I first got it and hooked it up and ESPN and I think ESPN2 then, you could see a lot of powerboat racing and boat racing on. That was one of the biggest sports ever back then.
And you'd
so-
see them take off, and they would get air under them, and they would flip backwards and stuff like that.
yeah.
That was
There was a
fun.
lot of boat racing on ESPN back in the 90s before everything really took off sports wise. That and mud bog racing, and there's a lot of cool. The Ocho, that's probably where that whole joke came from, was all the weird stuff that ESPN would play late in the evening.
What was that video game you guys used to play and you would race toilets, outhouses and stuff?
Oh, that's
What?
that's
The
it's
Wreckfest.
yeah, Wreckfest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty recent game. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
There you have Jan's gnarly news.
Thank you, John. That's a quick news.
I was about to say, nothing happened in 88, 89, all that
Mm-mm.
stuff.
It was a tough year.
It was a tough time. It was a tough week.
That brings us to the main portion of this podcast. We have we're gonna talk about a few of our favorite episodes. That I'll tell you the one that I like that you were in. That got it is one of our earliest episodes that has remained up there as some of the most listens is the Stores and Brands episode we did, where you talked about working for Sears and we talked about Sears merchandise and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was a good one. We got a lot of listens on that for an early episode before the podcast even got built up. That was like the number one played episode.
Yeah,
We were-
I don't have a lot of input on this stuff
Yeah, you
because,
do.
obviously I was born in the 80s. That's my only story I have from the 80s.
Yeah.
But,
But you got to work at a Sears. That was one of the things we talked about when we were doing the podcast. What would you bring back? And when I was talking about a thriving mall, and Rodney was talking about Sears and all that stuff. And you worked at Sears. You got to see it, and it's not its prime, but right before it fell off the face of the earth. So,
Yeah, well, actually, I think Sears is still a thing. It's just only online. It's like a Circuit
Yeah.
City.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I think Lowe's bought the Craftsman name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And supposedly they still back the thing where you can send off your tool and get it replaced.
Yeah, I believe it's true.
Yeah, I knew the guy who would fix the socket wrenches. In
You
the
would
back.
fix them?
Yeah.
Really?
So what would happen is somebody. We're getting off topic.
I don't. This is what this show's
Okay,
about.
so somebody would come in like, my socket wrench is messed up. A guy named Alan, which actually
Alan Rich.
Alan Rich. I was like, saying.
no, if somebody had a wrench that was messed up, they take it to him. He'd take it back, take it apart, and then pretty much refurbish it, and then give it back to him. And actually, he showed me how to do it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a little spring in there, little gasket.
I
type
would have thought
thing.
for sure they just swapped it out. I wouldn't have thought they actually repaired them.
Yeah, they literally repaired them right there because it
Well,
takes all 2 seconds.
You
I mean,
do
so it's
not
like
get that kind of service anymore anywhere. Everything's disposable now,
Yep.
which kind of stinks. But there's a lot of big ticket electronic items now you buy, and it's like, oh, it quit, throw it away. We got for my birthday, Jan got me an ice maker. We have an ice maker in the refrigerator, but I commented on one we saw where it's one of those tabletop ones where it makes pellet ice,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been
It's
using
awesome,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love the ice because I love to eat it.
Yeah, we've been using that thing like crazy for the last 2 weeks, and I don't think I've got any ice out of the refrigerator. Have you since then?
Well, most ice is in the freezer, not the refrigerator.
Well, you know, the freezer portion of the
So you
refrigerator.
had water in the refrigerator.
I was thinking about it yesterday, and this is me. Jan knows I always go to the worst case scenario and everything. I was getting some ice out of it, and I thought I should probably turn this thing off for like a week and then turn it back on because it's electric, it's electronic, and I know it's just going to die in 2 years. There's something. It's like I go right to. They don't make everything great anymore. I thought like this thing should last 20-something years, but will get like 2 years. Be like, oh, that's how long we expect it to last. I have no faith in any electronics anymore, which is sad. Although, knock on wood. There, you hear that, people? My Zoom podcast setup is kicking butt. I have faith in it. So we have an idea. Jan had this idea. Since we have Janalyn here tonight, we've done a what did this cost with Janalyn before. We're going to do this one now. Jan had ideas. She said, let's show Janalyn pictures. Okay, Jan, you tell us how you.
That is not what I said.
Okay, well, you say it. Say what it is.
I said I want to give her a list of things from the 80s and see if she knows what they are.
Yeah.
Just call them out to her. But then you want to take it a step further and show her pictures of
Right.
things.
So we got pictures printed off, and we're going to show them, and you will hear what the item is, but she won't. And we're going to hear if she knows what it is, and then if she does it, we're going to ask her what she thinks it is, and then we're going to tell her what it is.
No, then we're going to see if Chris knows what it is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
James Christopher.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the first one since I'm sitting here. We'll rotate around. We got
All right.
It'll be me, James, and Chris, and Jan and back. And I know you don't know what this is, and James probably doesn't either. So the item is a dial-up modem. Do you know? Okay, what?
I've seen it before. I don't know what it is though.
James, do you know what that is?
Is it a voice recorder?
No.
Answer machine?
Okay, no. I'm gonna throw it over to Chris. Chris, do you know what that is? And Chris is a child of the '80s, and he's
Is it a CB radio?
no. Jan,
I
you
don't
know?
remember what it is.
This is a dial-up modem. So, Janalyn, back in the 80s and 90s, you want to get on the internet? Plug your phone line from your modem that's plugged into a phone socket. Then you plug it into the back of your computer and you hit dial-up. And if nobody's on the phone, you heard a screeching noise was the data being sent through your phone line to connect with computers online to get online.
That's the only way we could get on.
Yeah.
I never would have
Oh,
guessed
it was-
that. I thought dial-up was in the 90s.
It was 80s and
I
90s.
didn't think internet
Yeah.
started till 90s. Okay.
Maybe
Al
not-
Gore
maybe not
invented
in
it
our
in the
area.
70s.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But it was. But yeah, that
You have
was
the sound of that you're going to play in the podcast?
Yeah, I will, because that sound takes me back to the late
love that
80s and
sound.
90s. Yeah,
And
Yeah.
sitting there 10 minutes trying to wait for it to connect.
I remember
yeah,
that.
and you could
Yeah.
be on the middle of something, and all of a sudden you have a crappy copper telephone wire, and you get knocked offline, and then a lot of times you try to call back through, and it would be busy or something because it was going through other modems. It was frustrating, but it was the coolest thing in the world back then. It got really frustrating though when you lived out here in the country like I did, and you could not get fast internet, and so you're like middle of the road speed, and everybody else had finally had fast internet, but I was still hooking up through dial-up, and I had to run. It wasn't wireless then, so I had to run a phone line across the den to plug into my laptop while I'd be sitting on the couch like surfing the net.
And if somebody needs the phone, you have to get off of there.
And
I would
also,
hate that.
It was terrible.
here, this will really freak you out. You had to pay back then, usually by the hour when you're online. Yeah.
Do y'all remember whenever the stores started carrying the disc, the AOL disc?
Yeah, the AOL,
Mhm.
you get them in the mail, and it'd be like for
Free
like
30 minutes or something.
$29 an hour, you got like, or $29 a month, you got like 3 to 5 hours of internet surfing, and then it was like $2.99 for every hour after that. So think about how much you spend on the internet, Jen.
Do you text people?
Oh yeah.
Back in the day when we first had cell phones, which I guess would have been the early '90s,
Yeah,
but
early mid-90s.
you had to pay for every text message.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you had a friend that was on AT&T and you were Verizon, you paid when you called those people. Or I mean,
You had to wait till
Yeah.
9
Yeah.
o'clock?
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, there was
yeah.
like a grace period where you can do it.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock, you could talk to them for free. Anytime before that, you get charged.
9 o'clock at night.
Yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes it could be 7 o'clock, depending who your carrier was.
Yeah.
But if it was carrier to carrier, you could talk free.
Yeah.
So if Verizon can talk free.
If your
anytime.
friend had like, AT&T, you're like, oh, I can't call you till like 9 o'clock. So,
Text messages, you used to pay
Well,
for.
that's when I call.
You used to have to pay for text message and packages. So you
Yeah.
get like up to like 500, you
200 a
pay
month,
this
yeah.
this much or whatever. And if you went over, you got charged for each one.
Yeah.
of them.
I'd
Your
always,
mom's first cell phone, she had 200 texts per month, and they were gone within the first day.
yeah.
And when we used to go on field trips when I was a kid, we went overnight somewhere, and if I wanted to talk to my parents, I had to call 1-800-COLLECT. So they would get charged. They'd have to accept the charges before I could talk to them.
Yeah, we used to have this thing called collect calls.
Yeah.
That you would be somewhere and you'd call and will you accept? And it would be like yes or no. If they
Yeah,
didn't-
you weren't paying for it. You wanted the person you were calling to pay for the call, so that the operator would be like, this is a collect call from Janalyn. Do you accept the charges? People, Chris, you know how people got around that, right?
Yeah, they would say something like that commercial where the guy that calls and he goes, "We had a baby, it's a boy," and
Yeah,
they like,
yeah.
"Will you accept the call?" No,
He'd be like, call me when you get there, but, just have a signal. So it'd be like, this is AT&T calling. You have a collect call from like a huge ass. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks. No, I don't accept the charges. And you hang up. I had to think of a funny name.
that's Greg's nickname in high school.
Yeah.
Still
Huge
is.
ass.
Oh, is it still?
All right, James, throw one up.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a boombox.
Do you know what the thing is that he's holding is called?
Yeah.
We'll accept 3 different names for that.
Hold on.
There's the
I totally would
there's
have got
the
that,
tr-
but now I can't do it.
there's the traditional name,
Oh my gosh.
and then 2 nicknames people had for him.
These were huge in the 80s.
And we
know what
actually
it
heard
is.
one of the nicknames. Didn't we have to show her something the other day, and somebody called one by what? Yeah, we did. When you hear the nickname, you remember because we laughed at it.
Are we timing her?
No,
'Cause
I
she'll
know
sit
what
there
it
with her
is,
mouth
and the
open for
name is
forever.
not coming to my head.
I mean, you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
What is
What's it used
Plays
for?
music.
Okay,
it? Okay,
we'll give her that.
Chris, tell everyone what that is.
That is a boom box.
Yes, or we would have accepted Ghetto Blaster because this was.
Yeah.
We were watching a TV show. Remember, Jan? And somebody goes, "Get the
Yeah.
Ghetto Blaster."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, I ain't heard it called that in a long
I
time."
think that means something different now.
It might be, but back
We'll
then,
talk about it on our adult podcast.
yeah, back then,
after
boombox, boombox, or Janalyn, your status. I think we talked about this in our earlier episode. Your status back then with a lot of people was how big your radio was.
And I'd like to add too. I remember at Rose's, I got a stereo, which is not like that at all.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones that come in 3 different pieces. You had the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
subwoofer
yeah,
speaker,
yeah.
then you had the main,
Yeah.
and it was like a 5-disc changer. I remember that's all I ever wanted, so I put one on layaway when I was a kid, and I did chores for weeks until I got
Yeah.
it paid for.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing ever.
And your radio now is on your cell phone.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's so much different.
Even my car radio basically runs through my cell phone. It's so weird how your phone took the place of dozens of
I mean,
things.
I was telling her about the CD players you used to have to carry around.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the
You had the
ones.
headphones.
Yeah, Discman.
You hit
yeah.
a bump
Discman.
and it would skip.
Yeah, yeah. I used to keep a pillow in my CRX where I put an in-dash CD player to sit my Discman on that had the cassette run into my Pioneer Super Tuner.
I
I
remember.
wish I'd have thought of that.
Yeah, it
That's
helped.
a good idea.
I remember for my birthday or Christmas, I got a boom box one year, and it took like 6 or
Yeah,
8
yeah.
double the D batteries, the
batteries,
big,
yeah, yeah.
and but it had the cassette deck and the radio on it,
Yeah.
and it was the coolest thing. You'd be outside in your yard shooting basketball or whatever with the music and turn it up as loud as you can.
The
So
entire movie, Do the Right Thing, is about a boombox and the batteries. So yeah, that's a good '80s movie to watch. All right, Chris.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
No.
Here we go. The item is floppy disk. It doesn't matter which way they're turned,
Yes, you know.
Jan. It's going to be the same regardless.
I feel like I know what it is.
I don't
I
know
don't know
how
what
you
it's
would know what
called.
this is, though.
I've seen them though, but I
You've
don't know
seen
what
them
they're
at my
called.
office, actually,
Yeah.
because I still have some at work.
Those things were gold back in the 80s and 90s.
Chris,
I had
do you know what
boxes
they
of
are?
these
floppy
things.
disk.
Floppy
Yeah.
disk.
Yeah.
Floppy
Okay,
disk.
I've heard
Yeah.
of them.
That's Greg's new nickname.
Yep. When you put software on your computer or something like that,
They used to play Oregon
you had
Trail
to
off
put
one
a
of those.
you had to put the disc in. The early computers didn't have a hard drive in it. You actually
You had to
put
boot
the
up your computer
with
it.
the disc. That was the big ones, and then they eventually sized them down. Let me tell you something, Janalyn. You ever see the little USB drives people carry around? You know.
Mhm.
Well, actually, I have an external hard drive right here that's about this big. Well, people know what an external hard drive looks like. That's probably a million of those, holds the same space as a million of those floppy disks. Now that's how
My gosh.
crazy.
Thank God for technology.
Yep. All right, Jen.
All right. We have a can of Aquanet.
She'll know what this is, but she won't know.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I saw what it is. Hairspray.
Hairspray.
It's
Good
not
job.
just hairspray, Jen.
It's Aquanet. And really,
Sounds
You-
terrible.
just about used the entire bottle
When
Can.
when you were going somewhere.
when
Can.
we were kids growing
Can.
up, they said that the ozone layer over the Earth was failing, and we were all going to die because the ozone was a hole growing.
I heard
And a lot of
about
people
that.
said it was because of all the Aquanet and hairspray that women used in the 80s. Because seriously, it was crazy the amount of you could bounce like throw a basketball at some
Oh,
girl's
yeah.
hair and it just fly off
forget
because
all
it's
the-
such a brick.
Not just the girls, the 80s
yeah.
hair bands.
Yeah,
Yep.
Those-
yeah.
I mean-
That's why they called all them 80s bands hair bands, because they would tease their hair up huge with Aquanet and all that stuff.
So I had a friend over one time back in the 80s, and we were getting ready to go to, I think, the fair. And she used my mom's Aquanet. And Nanny got so mad.
She didn't have
'cause
permission.
She used the entire bottle.
Can.
Can.
Yeah. You know what the beauty of things were? When I was in Boy Scouts, we would get cans of stuff like that and set them on fire, make flamethrowers out of them. Yeah, if you take a lighter and light it and
Yeah,
spray
ask
that,
my
that's-
cousin
Let's do it.
Kelly what happens when you do that.
Well, how to get burnt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're going
Very
to
bad.
demonstrate how it goes here in a minute.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
I will.
I'll show you one night.
Nice.
I've still got some stuff we can light up. So, all right,
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
let's flip back. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. So, all right, the item is a VCR tape rewind machine. Do you know what that is?
Do you put DVDs or CDs in there?
Hey,
Wait.
she's close.
She's on the right track.
You're on the right track, but
Cassette players? Is it a cassette player?
no, you'll never get what this
know
is.
You're
that
on the
is-
right track.
Okay, you're not gonna get it right.
No.
I'll let James. James.
That rewinds tapes.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Video
Here was
cassettes.
the urban legend that I think that electronic people put out there in the 80s. When you rewound, if you rented a tape, you used to rent movies back then, VHS tapes, and you had to rewind it. So if the next person rented it, it was back at the start, and it would be like, rewinding cassettes or VHS tapes will wear your VHS player out. So you should get a machine that rewinds them. So everybody, if you're rich, probably back then, had your VCR hooked up, but then you had a rewind machine that when you take your tape out, you put in that and hit rewind, and it would rewind the tape back to the start.
Have you ever heard the saying, be kind, rewind?
Yeah.
No.
That was
There's
a
a
big-
movie
Yeah.
called Be Kind Rewind.
That was a big deal. You would get charged at video stores if you brought a tape back that was not rewound.
Yeah, because they had your account. So you set
Yeah.
it's like a library. You have an account, and every time you check something out, like you would a book in the library, they attach that movie to your name, so
Yeah.
they know that was you that brought it back. Because
So
they
it
only
would-
have one of those.
Because it would
movies,
suck when
usually.
you rented a tape and you brought it home. You're like, "Dadgum, somebody didn't
Yeah.
rewind it." You have to put it in and hit rewind and wait like 3 or 4 minutes for it to rewind.
Question: Where'd
Yeah.
you rent your movies from?
Originally at M&K Market, approaches Crossroads, but then Video Quest down the road from here at my house. And then eventually Blockbuster. I mean, everybody went to Blockbuster when they killed the mom and pops.
What about y'all?
Blockbuster, the the convenience store up above my house had a video store beside it, and then also I worked part time at a place called Family Video
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
You worked at Family Video?
for part time for like 2 months.
I don't remember us having a VCR.
Oh,
That's because she was so poor that she barely had a house.
Hey,
and
I'm a Jan on that. We didn't have one until the late '80s. My mom was a nurse, and back then, I think they've cut this out now in the last 10 years. Johnson could probably say drug reps would bring like drug samples and stuff over, to
Those
get
are
the
my
patients,
favorite reps.
but they would give them food and bring them stuff. And one of the drug reps where my mom worked, gave them a VCR in the early '80s, and it was still so old back then. It still had the remote control, Janalyn, had a wire on it. You couldn't sit back; it had to be wired into it. So they would sign out for like once every 5 or 6 weeks. Mom would get the VCR for that week and bring it home, and we'd hook it up. We'd run and rent.
When I was at Family Video, sort of the same concept, but they rented Nintendos and things like that, PlayStations. You would come in and rent it for the weekend and get like a game or two with it or whatever, that kind of thing. But we did the, you talk about the sales reps and stuff like the drug reps. I never knew they did that, but they used to do food at the restaurant I worked at all the time. Every day would be like another drug rep getting food.
I used to rent videos from. I don't remember if. Let's see,
Was it
Stamey's video.
Behind the curtain.
Where's Stamey's at?
So it was in Hildebrand.
Yeah.
If you go by the old community pool,
Yeah.
and like you're going into Hildebrand,
okay.
like into the main
Hildebrand
street
is
there.
a city near Hickory, North Carolina.
And
people that don't live here.
There's a stoplight right there.
Yeah.
There's an old Fridays downer.
Yeah, I know where that's. They just closed it down in last year.
Stamey's is right there on the right
okay.
at in that brick building.
yeah.
Now it's like a pawn shop, but yeah, that's where we used to go.
Did they have the back room with the curtain up? Which we can't say what it is.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. That would be a yes.
I was a kid, so if they did, I don't know what was going on back there.
All right,
I'm
Chris.
pretty sure like 89, 90, we may
Yeah.
have got a VCR by
It's
then.
probably 87 or something when we got ours. Yeah.
But my cousin next door, Sonia, of course they had one, and she worked at the video store.
Yeah.
So
When,
I got to watch all this stuff because of her. I would go to her house and watch it.
when I started working part-time at Rose's handling claims and the damaged merchandise in 1990, we had some stuff that would, there's old stuff that's sitting in the back and you'd find it and they'd mark it down. And they had a RCA, like fancy VCR they marked down for like $140. And I put it on layaway and bought it in like a month and put it in my room. That was the coolest thing. And then they used to have these VCPs, which is video cassette players that can't record, but they would play tapes, like daisy chained up in the thing where they play commercials, the Roses commercials, and they left them up there and they forgot about them. And so my boss gave me one of them. And that's when I hooked it up and I would rent movies and automatically pop a blank one in the bottom and hit record. And I copied every movie I rented. And
Even though it clearly says that's illegal.
Yeah.
Just like don't take the tag off your mattress
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Talking about the VCP, VCR thing, one year for Christmas, I was working, so I was going to buy my mom and dad a nice present for Christmas, and I put a VCP on layaway, thinking I put a VCR on layaway or
man.
whatever.
Oh, no.
So when they got it, we opened it up, and then noticed it wasn't a recorder, right?
Yeah.
So Walmart, the day after Christmas, and stand in that line and go return it and tell them they gave me the wrong thing. You gave me the wrong thing, blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay, go switch it out. So I was able to switch it out for that. But I remember that VCP, VCR
I had to bring
thing.
this up sometime, but you talk about the day after Christmas. I said I worked in claims at Roses. That was the day after Christmas was called Hell Day for the claims people, because every return that was either broken or wrong or something, guess who got called up there every 30 minutes with another buggy full of stuff that I had to deal, like 13 buggies in a day of stuff. So,
Question: was Black Friday always a thing?
yes, it was.
Even at the Roses.
And that's what cracks me up when people are like, people shouldn't have to work the day after, or people shouldn't have worked thing. I worked every Thanksgiving for 17 straight years, and nobody cared back then. It's because of social media, they pushed the thing about nobody should work on Thanksgiving. That was our biggest selling day of the year at Roses, was Thanksgiving Day.
Y'all
We
were
ran
open on
coupons.
Thanksgiving?
Yes, and we made a lot of money because we ran like 20 to 40% off coupons if you spent over so much money, and people they would do all their Christmas shopping on Thanksgiving Day to buy. We sold so many bicycles.
I remember working
Kids'
at
bikes.
Walmart during that when they were open for Thanksgiving Day, and they would set all of the stuff on the Black Friday. They would
up front,
set it in there and say, nobody can touch it till 6 o'clock
If
at
we would
night.
storm those doors.
And it was crazy.
Yeah.
You keep talking about Roses. I used to love Roses as a kid, man.
It's still there. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, it is still there.
Roses, people. It was a southern-based Walmart kind of. It never got as
Knockoff.
big as Walmart.
Fred
It's
Durst.
a Timu Walmart.
Fred Durst did a big concert
Yeah, in
there.
Morgantown,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great. Fred Durst,
Like
baby.
really, I did all of my toy shopping at Roses when I was a
I
kid.
know. I did.
You'll hear nobody talk about Roses hardly anymore now, but that was the place.
Yeah.
And then when Kmart put Little Caesars in there, then I switched to Kmart.
Yeah.
We had Sky City and Nichols around
Sky
here
City.
when I was a kid.
Hey,
City was
Sky
great.
City. Jan and I went to the Hickory Antique Mall the other week, and it's in the old Sky City, and I had not been in that building in 30, 40 years. It was wild to walk in there. And be
And
like,
I
"Yeah."
don't care to go back for
yeah.
another 30
Hey,
or
Hey,
40 years.
Off
stop
70.
it.
Yeah, it's not the best. Yeah,
It's
It's not the
the best
worst.
antique
It's
it's
not
not the worst, but as far as hunting for 80 stuff, it's not, we didn't find a whole lot
Are
there.
you talking about the one off 70 there?
Yeah,
Yes.
right there.
Across from the old mall.
After we dropped you and
Across
Jess
from
off,
U-Haul.
that's where we went.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
not a good one.
James got another one here.
It's cassette tape.
This one, you should get this. What is this? Oh my God.
Really,
We've
girl?
got those all over the basement here. You
Is
should
it
know.
a cassette?
Yes.
Yes,
Good job.
Good job.
I knew you'd get that one. So, yeah.
Very good.
All right, Chris.
The item is in a set of encyclopedias. All right. You have this on your phone that you don't know that you've got on your phone. You got
Okay.
everything in the world on
Curious
your
what
phone.
this is. I had to sit these Jan to print. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dictionaries.
Close.
You're
Very
very,
close.
very close.
Wait. Encyclopedia.
Very
Oh,
good.
wow.
Boom,
I
2
didn't
for
think you
2.
would get that.
2 in a row. Yeah, that's why I say you get on your phone. You can type anything in your phone now and instantly. We used to have
We used
to
to have
go
to look it
do
up.
Yeah.
research.
Let me tell you the pressure on parents in the 80s. You were a bad parent, to according to some people, if you didn't take out a second mortgage or get a bank loan to pay $2,000 or whatever for a set of encyclopedias for your kid, because your kids will fall behind in school if they can't research.
When my kids were little, encyclopedias were still a big thing. And me and my ex, we went in and bought an entire set of
Yeah,
encyclopedias.
it's a couple grand.
It was expensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. It
Yeah.
was so expensive. You do like layaway plans and
Yeah,
like
my mom
monthly
and dad
payments
got
and
one.
stuff.
In the
It's
mid 80s,
crazy.
they got. I remember the guy coming to the house, and mom, because I was a reader. I loved reading, and I loved read stuff like that. So I was excited. But we had them in the den in a shelf, and I'll get down, look through them, and I use them to. But if you didn't, you had to go to the library at school and hope somebody didn't have the one you were doing the research. That's Jan. right there.
Janalyn, when's the last time you looked in a book for research at school?
Never.
When's the last time you researched anything?
Today, she was looking
Yeah.
for shorts on her phone.
When's
Okay.
the last time AI did not write your papers?
I've never had a write
Well,
paper.
books don't always give
Yeah.
the most accurate information. I always, for the longest time, I thought Alaska was an island because my social studies book showed Alaska by itself.
It's not.
It was-
No, it's no. But when they show it in the picture,
we're changing
when,
lives
when
today.
they show it
people.
in the picture, you see the continental United States, and then they show like Alaska's shape and Hawaii, but Alaska's actually connected to Canada and all. It's up above us, North America. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
Hawaii's not connected.
yeah,
but
but
I
you
was,
could drive from here to Alaska.
I was
Yes.
going to ask a question though. So I had the encyclopedias as a kid,
Mhm.
but was there a particular brand? Because you got like Webster's,
Encyclopedia
Encyclopedia
Dictionary.
Britannica.
Britannica.
Britannica was
Yeah,
the one.
that's
if you
the
had
big
that,
boy.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right, I'm next. Let's show Janalyn.
oh yeah.
We have the yellow pages. Do you know what this is?
You know what it is. It's got the name of it on it, but you know what it's for. What it is.
Yeah, it's
Do they
yellow
print out
pages.
Pictures on it.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's a good guess with the name that's on the book.
Yeah.
Yellow pages. Do you know what yellow pages would be?
This kind of
It's so sad.
ties back into the last one, sort
I
of.
have no idea.
No idea.
This goes back
That's a phone
into
book.
this goes
It's a
back
phone book. I was
into
See that when I was
it's a
the
phone
little.
book.
encyclopedias
Well-
where you have that on your phone. Now.
I think that
Technically, it's part of a phone book
Yeah.
because the phone book
This is
had
the
white
business
pages.
part.
Yeah, that's all your businesses. The white pages was our phone numbers,
Yeah.
like the regular
White
people.
pages were individuals, people. Yellow pages were businesses.
And when I moved out in '96, when they delivered, because they would deliver the phone books to your house every year. You get a new one, they drop it off in your mail. When I got my first phone book when I moved out
And your name was in it.
and looked in it and saw Greg Cook, and it was a 704-468-85.
Let's call it right now.
Yeah, it ain't been active in 20-some
No,
years.
call and
but-
see who's got that
yeah.
number.
Oh, wow.
I still remember
do
my
it.
childhood.
I do.
phone
I remember
number.
my number too.
Janalyn, put your phone up right now, call that number, and hold it up to the microphone and see what happens.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get in
This is
trouble.
No,
be
this
fun.
is live. This is going to be so
People
cool.
are
this
gonna
gonna-
hunt
yeah.
us down.
Yeah, this no.
Okay, what's
You
the
can always
number?
cut it out if it don't work.
704
Make sure it's on speakerphone.
462 5. I'll beep out one of those numbers so
Put it on
people can't
speaker.
harass somebody after this.
Oh, it's ringing.
Hold it closer to the speaker.
Hello?
We're going to hang up some answers. Oh, you got to talk. I'll talk to him.
Oh,
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in
Aw,
service.
Greg didn't pay his bill.
That's been disconnected for almost 20 years now.
They
That's
retired
crazy.
it after Greg
Yeah.
got rid of it.
Oh.
That was the coolest thing when you got your own landline number, and cell phones killed that.
Do you remember, I don't know what year it started, whenever you would call that number and rather than having the phone book, you would give them the listing that you need the phone
you
number
just
for?
you asked for directory.
You
would say, like,
call,
hey,
you call 411.
411, your information. Yeah.
When did that start? Do you know?
Oh, that's been
You-
going on forever since phones came around.
Yeah.
You would call.
But
yeah,
then they
you-
stopped it at a certain point.
I think you can still call 411 because but they charge you for it because my mother-in-law and father-in-law, when I was paying their not Jan's parents, my other father-in-law and mother-in-law, they would call. I would get their phone, paying their phone bill for them, and there'd be like extra $10-12 in there. And she called 411 like 7 or 8 times asking them stuff, and I was like, "Quit! They're charging you for this. Just call me. I'll look up what you need to know because you get charged for that."
Well,
I used to do
remember
it so
we
much.
used to have to pay for long distance phone calls. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
you
there-
can you can call anybody, and even if you didn't, even if they still did, you get on Messenger and message somebody across the world. Yeah. So
I tell you, who's really thankful for the 1-800-COLLECT, and that's Carrot Top. He was all over the TV back in the 90s.
Well, and they had
yeah.
those all those celebrities doing call this like 4-digit code before your long distance, and it
Yeah,
saves you
yeah.
50% off.
All right, who's next?
You,
Oh yeah, this is my last one.
the host.
This is a good one. The item is camera flash bulbs. Jan don't think this is good, but I think it is, and I don't think James, you're gonna get this at all. You know what that is,
No, never seen it.
James? Do you know what
Oh,
that
I know
is?
what that is.
It actually took me a minute because I haven't
Yeah.
seen one in so
Right.
long.
Is it a lamp?
Nope.
Kinda. I mean, he's on the
It's
right
a-
track.
Chris,
It's
tell
a
us-
flash cube.
Yes. They're flash cubes for a camera. Your cameras back in the day, unless you had a really expensive one that most people couldn't afford, did not have a built-in flash. So you had to
You had to
buy
put a
flashes
flash on it.
separate, and they popped in the top, and you get like 4 flashes on it. So if you were taking a picture in the house, you'd put your flash thing in, you take it, it'd flash. And it's a bulb, and it was basically the bulb just burn out, and you'd twist it and get like 4. And if you didn't have a flash like that, you was like, well, we can't take a picture unless you go outside under some sunlight. You could, so it was a big deal to take. You had to really work on taking a picture back then, and it'd be good because you only got like 1 or 2 shots at it. I've got a picture of my Aunt Debbie I took with my grandmother's camera had quit. And I was probably about 12 years old, and I said, let me work on it. But she bought a new one. It was old 110 Kodak,
Mm-hmm.
the 110 film. And I was playing with it like that, and I put the flash bulb on it, and I thought I had it fixed, and I was holding it in my hand, and I hit the thing, and it snapped a picture, and it shut the flash off. And I've got the picture somewhere, and my Aunt Debbie is like looking, it's like it's blurry because she's like, I blasted her with the flash. She didn't know it was coming, and it was like, I fixed it. So they let me have that camera. So I
Well,
had a like Kodak 110 camera.
You know, the 35 millimeters that you got, they didn't have the flashes there. You bought like not
yeah,
that
an
flash
external,
cube,
an
like
expensive
yeah,
external
yeah,
flash
that
with
would just-
batteries. And,
yeah, that would keep flashing. Yeah.
Yeah. James,
It's a rotary phone.
she'll get this one. So
Oh, it's a phone.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you know.
Telephone. You wait. I know you have to move it to the
Yeah.
number or
But
letter.
you don't know
or-
the specific name for it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone.
Rotary phone.
Okay.
yeah, like Jan said the other week, if you were calling your friend on that and it was 7 digits, and you're like 3, and you pull it and let it go back, and then you get like 5 in, and you'd hit something, and you do it by accident and not complete. You're like, you
Yeah,
gotta
you have to
start all
start
over
over.
again. Yeah, it's not like call now. You just say, hey, so and so, call so and so, and they'll do it for you. It was a chore to call somebody back then. All right, Chris.
The item is a payphone. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh,
It's just like a phone box.
The phone box.
A phone box.
Like it's just on the street. You go put a coin in.
Oh,
Very good.
How'd you know that? You seen
Say-
it in movies and stuff?
Yeah.
it's a payphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me
Payphone.
tell you something. You know why there's so many like diseases with kids and how these kids have so many problems with them now because they're allergic to everything and they're sick? Because we don't have stuff like nasty payphones out there that our parents and everybody used to build up a big immune system because they were the nastiest thing. Besides a public restroom, the second dirtiest thing in the world was a payphone. Were they not?
Water fountain.
Well, yeah. Oh, God.
Ew.
Oh, God, man.
I hate water.
Where was we
fountains.
at the other week? Maybe when we come back from West Virginia. Yeah, it was. I stopped at that Sheets to use the restroom and I got us a drink. And there's a water fountain right outside the bathroom there. And a guy was sucking the water, like had his whole mouth down on it. Like, you could not pay me enough money right now to even use the water spraying 6 inches out of that thing, much less the water stream was so low he had his mouth on it. It's like,
Ew.
you forget it.
Mm-mm. No.
But yeah,
disgusting.
you would pay phones, and then they would have phone books hanging in them too, and people would rip pages out of them. And the phone booths, that's something I don't miss. You know, they were nasty. I mean, yeah.
But at the time, that's
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
had.
that's
You're
if
riding
you-
down the road.
yeah.
And you're, oh, there's a phone pullover or call
I gotta
for
call
help
somebody.
or whatever.
You better have a quarter on you. Yeah,
Yep.
or a dime. Yeah.
And sometimes there was a bonus when you walked up and
Yeah.
somebody had left a quarter there.
That's right.
There's
You
still
always check
time.
the little coin
When
slot.
you hung the phone up, you could hear the quarter drop, but every now and then they might mess up and slide back in. Ooh, I got my quarter back.
Yep.
So
All right. We have yellow leg warmers.
what's the
In
last
this
one?
photo,
Or not the last.
what are these called?
Leg warmers.
Oh, wow,
warmers.
leg warmers. She got it. How'd you know that?
Neon
Those.
yellow leg warmers.
You still wear leg warmers?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know
That's
that.
a great
Yeah,
80s.
Greg. Jeez.
That's a great 80s costume.
I think I should recreate that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that
I'm
the
gonna
last
let you
one?
take that home with you.
All
I
right.
don't know. I think Jan, you got any? Jan's got another one.
Here is one. We have a trapper keeper.
Yeah. Even though it has a name on it, you know what that is.
Trapper keeper.
You know what a trapper keeper was for?
That was the greatest
It was, man.
Do you
greatest
keep, like,
invention back when we were
I
kids.
never had one.
CDs or
CDs.
DVDs or something? I don't know.
No, Jan, tell her what it was for.
You put your notebook in it. This
Yeah.
had Velcro on it.
Why is it so wide?
Because you had a
It was
notebook
oversized,
and it folded
so that way-
out, and you
You
could store
opened it
stuff
up
in it.
and
It had
put
like
your-
a pocket in it.
Put your homework.
Put your
notebook
pens in there.
paper.
Like square, like this.
Mm-mm.
No, it was like this.
It was as
big.
big as a notebook.
I've been looking for one. I'm gonna get one on eBay, and I've thought about finding a good one, but they're hard to find. Actually, a cool looking one, and I want to get one and put like a notebook in it and keep it over here where people that come visit the Pixel Underground here can write like people do when they go to vacation houses. I
If
thought
I'm
that-
not mistaken, I could be. Doesn't happen often, but I could be. They were trying to make a comeback a couple years ago, and you could buy them at Walmart during the back to school stuff. I've seen them recently on the shelves
Yeah.
Mm.
because
every
everything 80s comes back around.
I remember when I would look for like mom. Back to school shopping to me was fun when I was a kid
Oh, yeah.
because I got new pencils. New pencils were like the coolest thing in the world, and get
Colored pencils.
your cool
Heard.
notepad, but it was like I gotta find the coolest trapper keeper. It's like, oh, this one's cool. It's got like
Yeah.
a dirt back on it or something. Yeah,
And you
this
got
is
the cool
the one.
backpack and
Yeah,
all that
yeah. You
stuff.
get the cool backpack.
I hate back to school shopping because it reminds me I have to go back to school.
When does school start again?
August 24th, I think.
Oh, in Lincoln County, where my grandkids go, it's August 13th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be worse, Janalyn.
Yeah, you got it
All right.
good.
Janalyn, real quick, I want you to tell us your top 5 80s movies.
I know
Lost
what one of
Boys.
them is. Lost Boys. yeah.
I don't have like a certain order. I'm just
Okay.
gonna name some. I forgot every 80s movie. Wait, name some of the ones that we used to watch.
Goonies.
Oh yeah, Goonies.
Wait a minute. There's one that you cry over.
Well, she loves The Outsiders, but
The
that was not.
Outsiders.
eight.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Yeah,
that
that was
80s?
80s.
was
Pony
83.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that's the one.
Outsiders.
Those are some outsiders.
No.
Didn't you like the very first Beetlejuice?
I hated that.
I thought you liked Back to the Future.
It was okay.
It is funny though. This 15, going on 16-year-old, the Lost Boys and the
No,
Outsiders. are like-
we know whose influence that is.
yeah. Who's your favorite 80s actor and why is it Corey Feldman?
So it's not.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
Lord,
you.
Janalyn and Chris just bonded. He hates the Fell Dog.
I can't stand that guy.
Who is your favorite
Why?
80s actor?
Because he's overhyped. I don't know why they
She
love
likes
him
Pony
so much.
Boy.
He's
Yeah,
a good
not my
singer,
favorite
though.
actor, though.
No, no.
He can shred a guitar too.
Oh, he's a
shredded
phenomenal.
all right.
He's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Maybe Ralph Macchio.
Very
Yeah.
good. Mhm.
Yeah. Karate Kid, would that be
Mhm.
anyways? Yeah, there you go.
You remember the idea I gave you that one time that we pick out songs that could actually have been from the 80s but weren't?
Yeah, I
And we
think
were
so.
going to make a game for her to guess if they were actually from the 80s or
Yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm.
We should have done that.
Well, there's a future podcast. We'll
There you
get
go.
everybody together again and do that. So,
Janalyn also used to watch One Crazy Summer.
oh
all the
yeah,
time.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
an 80s movie.
yeah.
That's a good
Remember
movie.
when they throw the cigar in
Um,
Godzilla's mouth? Yeah.
What's the wolf movie that you like?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. She
I
used to
don't
love
like
to
it
watch
anymore.
that.
Oh,
You don't like it
come on,
anymore?
man.
Do you like
How do you
Ferris
just
Bueller's
stop?
Day Off?
That movie anymore because I watched it so much, and then Jessa watched it so much.
Yeah.
I can't
I didn't
stand
watch it a
anymore.
Is it
lot.
as good as Chipwrecked?
That's JC's. Yeah, she's
All right. And what's some of your favorite 80s songs?
Michael Jackson.
Good answer.
really.
It's a good answer.
Yeah,
You like Bon Jovi, don't you?
certain songs.
You like
Just a
Rick
few.
Astley? You will.
Do you like George Michael?
I don't even
Wham?
know who that is.
Oh my
Wham.
gosh.
Yes, you
Wham.
do. We listen to Wham.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
Chris, your favorite 80s movie? Chris Orwick.
James.
James.
Yeah. He's James. Get it right.
It's JC.
I mean, I don't know about favorite, but I had to put Ghostbusters up there.
Mm-hmm.
Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Both will be in my top 10 easily.
I think
Maybe top
Star
five.
Wars, the original, the trilogies, the
Yeah.
trilogy movies.
Yeah.
Um,
How dare you? Don't you roll? Gems are
Star
rolling
Wars
her
is
eyes up.
just so.
but I ain't talking about
Agreed.
new stuff.
Agreed.
You talking
Thank
about
you.
back in that time? Those movies were great. And those were the best Star Wars movies. I don't.
Fixed to walk off my own podcast over Chris
No.
and Janalyn over here talking about how
No.
much they dislike Star Wars.
What is there to like about it?
It's just a good story.
Yes,
It's just a story.
it happened a
I
long
don't
You
time
like
ago in a
shows
galaxy
like
far,
Outer
far
Banks
away.
and stuff, but you can't respect the storyline of the
Yeah.
original trilogy Star Wars.
Yeah.
She don't
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, I'll take her. Yeah,
But yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm sure there's other Beverly Hills Cop movies, especially 1 and 2. Past 2 is dicey. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else coming to my head. I don't think so.
Wait, is Stand By Me 80s?
yeah, it is.
Stand By Me.
Okay, yeah, it's got the Fell Dog in it. There you
Mhm.
go.
It is.
Again, he should be your favorite one.
When he
because
walked
all
over the
your-
railroad tracks and they pushed him off, that was my favorite
Oh.
part.
Oh, and by the way, the Jerk.
Oh,
is-
yeah,
Oh, The
Jerk's
Jerk's a
timeless.
great
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the toy. I like the toy.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
that one.
got Richard
it's
Pryor in it.
Richard Pryor and
Oh,
Jackie
yeah,
Gleason.
yeah. I know that
Such
Yeah.
a good movie.
It's funny. I like that one.
You know what? It was good. Brewster's Million.
Oh, I love Brewster's Millions. That is a very underrated 80s
Yeah.
movie.
She
If
liked
peop-
Richie Rich.
Back to
That's-
school.
Yeah.
That okay. Next podcast idea in the next month or two. We're gonna do underrated 80s comedies.
Oh, Back to School.
Back to
100%.
school. Back to school. Brewster's Millions. That's yeah.
About
for
Porky's.
sure. I see.
Porky's is underrated.
Yeah, but
I don't think
Porky's
it's,
is already. You can't. Okay, here's why we
I don't
can't
think it's
count that.
underrated.
That's why we can't count that. Porky's is like a legendary movie. It stands on its own like Revenge of the Nerds. You can't put that in an underappreciated movie.
But it's not talked about as much as other 80s movies.
The
though.
yeah, but it's
best
it's a legend.
comedy from the 80s. And this
Bachelor
is
Party.
this is what I'm getting ready. Yeah, bold. Bachelor Party's the best comedy from the 80s.
See, that would be
That's an underrated movie.
People don't talk about it now, but Tom Hanks, that movie is hilarious.
Not even Animal House.
Animal House is 79.
I thought it was.
Oh.
I didn't know if it was early,
Big.
early, but
Mhm. Big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched
yeah,
Big.
Splash.
You could not do
Don't
Big
know
now,
what
though.
that is.
Big,
Oh, it's
Big
another.
is creepy
it's
when you
another
watch it
Tom
now.
Hanks movie.
Janalyn also
Okay.
liked the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Not
We used to
anymore.
watch
That
that
was
a
from
lot.
the 80s.
I liked it because
Mhm.
of the rat doing
Yep.
karate.
I
We
thought that was
used to-
90s.
I said
We
that at
had
work
that
the other
on
day, by the way.
VHS,
Oh.
I think, at my old house.
What's the rat's
Su-
name?
Oh,
Splinter.
Splinter. Yeah.
We said something at work. Somebody said something about Splinter, and I said every time I think of Splinter, I hear the name Splinter, I think of the rat doing karate. He said, "Oh, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles." One of our customer service managers at work, he was laughing about it. I was like, I guess everybody knows that rat.
Two of the best movies, action movies from the 80s. Top Gun
Oh,
Very good movie.
And
and Days of Thunder. And they're making a sequel to Days
Hot
of Thunder.
Shots.
Did you see that?
Days of Thunder is a '90s movie, by the way. So
No, it's
like
whatever.
92.
They're still making a
Yeah,
sequel
Turtles
to it.
90.
yeah,
Oh, well, we count.
yeah, we count up
stuff
to
here.
91. So
Oh.
that's when Jan graduated high school. So we go 75 to 91.
Gotcha.
The reason why I know that because I had all three.
Okay.
I had the first one, which was good, but second one was the best. It's the
Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
And then third one was the medieval.
It's
time.
Which
Secret of
one
the
had
Ooze.
Vanilla
That's
Ice
what I was
as the
gonna
theme
say.
song?
Is that Secret of the Ooze?
No.
Second.
Yeah.
The rebooted ones from the 2000s
Yeah.
are better than the ones from the 90s.
You
What?
think? I've
Of
never
the
seen
teen-
but
I
the
didn't give 'em a
first one. I've not
chance.
seen that.
Yeah, they're good.
so, yeah.
They're good.
I didn't give him a chance.
We don't find a lot of. We see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff out, but they've rebooted them and there's different versions of different cartoons. So we don't really see original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff out. It's all the redoing of it.
You know what I
so.
don't see in here? I could just be missing it. Where's your Garbage Pail Kids?
We have it. We have a sign. If you look over here,
Oh, I see it.
Garbage Pail Kid.
Yep.
Yeah, and
That was
we've
a big
got
fat- big
card
thing.
over there. A
Yep.
car that's a Garbage Pail Kid car. Yeah, well, that was a good one. I think we're about to wrap it up here. It's been a good year. Had a lot of fun on this. I think everybody has. Janalyn, you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I knew you would. It's been a good year, and hopefully we get another year out of this. If we do, that'll put us in like the 1% of all podcasts
That will
ever.
put us over the top,
Yeah, exactly.
which people need to listen to that
yes,
podcast.
people go listen to.
We
got to
get that one up there. We got to take down 16 Candles.
And whenever y'all ready to do 80s versus 90s, y'all let me know.
Okay,
Oh,
that'll
just
do-
whenever.
We'll,
I'll
do,
come for
we'll do
war.
that one this year. That'll be an episode, 80s versus 90s, and you can rep the 90s against us.
And you can even bring your wife to
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
Y'all better bring y'all something white so y'all can wave the white flag whenever
you
y'all
bring-
give up.
You and Chauncey will represent the 90s.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
I was thinking Daryl.
I love the
Okay, bring
90s.
Daryl.
I love the 90s. A
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Two of my favorite bands ever from the 90s.
Yeah.
But the 80s are more nostalgic, more legendary, more. They're just more iconic.
I'm thinking cinematic though, and I'm thinking of like technology wise. I think the game platforms it was a way
All
bigger
right,
market.
save it for that podcast.
save it.
Oh, I don't know anything about games. So unless you're talking about like Monopoly or something.
There is no version of PlayStation or Xbox
Better
that's
than
as good
Atari
as Atari
2600.
2600.
Not a single one.
Yeah.
I would never vouch for the Xbox anyway, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a PlayStation guy all the way.
Yeah.
But
Atari 2600 is a better.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
better.
so good back then.
What do you play, Jalen?
So tell everybody
On
what
our
game
phone.
you love to
PlayStation?
play on.
PlayStation.
Jay, tell everybody what you love to play on PlayStation since you were a little kid.
GTA 5.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I used to tell Chris, you let her play Grand Theft Auto? He goes, yeah, with the sound off. You play with the sound turned off.
We have morals, dude. We
Yeah.
can't-
What did you say? You just drive a bus around?
Yeah, I just drive cars and trucks and stuff around.
Just run over people?
and,
Yeah.
and jack them.
I like to blow up
Yeah.
stuff. with
Yeah,
these, like,
yeah.
big
See,
sticky
that's
bombs and
good.
stuff.
That's really good.
I want to get like next year PS5 just for the new Grand Theft Auto because it looks so awesome. I just want to drive around and like blow stuff up. That looks so much fun. That and
Red
what's
Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played
Oh,
it with
man.
Chris over at his, and it's
That's so
you
fun,
just
man.
ride a horse around and just.
That's my son's all-time favorite game. He's got
Yeah, it
both
looks
Red
so
Dead
realistic,
Redemption
it's
and
awesome,
Red Dead
man.
Revolver. He's got
It's-
them both.
It's so
It's
hard
wild
to,
to
beat
look
those.
at the graphics of what I thought is never gonna get no better than this on 2600. And now you're basically virtual reality. It's so
You
like
talk about storyline. You can't beat Red Dead Redemption had one of the
you
best.
can't beat
storylines, man.
Pitfall where you're trying to swing over and not get ate
the
by a
great
crocodile.
thing about
That's a
the
storyline.
80s games was you used your brain, your imagination to
Yes.
give the storyline to it. They didn't tell you
Pure
what to think.
imagination. Yeah.
Old Maid, Go Fish.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Uno,
Yeah.
Uno.
Yeah, Uno.
Oh, we still play Uno,
Yeah.
don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got several versions of it here. All right, that'll do it. Anybody have anything to add, James?
Go Ducks.
Okay. Yep. Janalyn.
I don't have anything.
Well, thank you for being here tonight. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
begrudgingly coming back and doing this episode. We won't see you again for months now because your high school band's fixing to take off again, and
Yeah,
she's a
unfortunately.
clarinetist. She's
Oh,
a
clarinet.
woodwind, which was neutral. With I was a brass. I was trumpet. I was the brass.
Take away
We
the
were-
BR, and that's what it was.
the brass, our mortal enemies were the percussions, but the woodwinds they were neutral. You liked the woodwinds. You didn't
Is
have
that true today,
We didn't
Jalen?
have beef.
No, everyone hates everyone.
Really.
Yes.
It was funny because I went to one of her. They played the national anthem before a Gastonia Ghost Peppers baseball game,
Oh yeah.
and then me and James and Jessa went. We were sitting in the stands, and then the band came back, and Janalyn and her friend were sitting there with us, and there was some kids behind me, and they were like being goofballs and cutting up and all that stuff. And so,
No.
like a week later, I said, Janalyn, I said, those boys that are sitting back there, I said, they were either the trumpets or the percussionists, right? She goes, yes, that's what they were. I said, yep, because we were the troublemakers. So anyway, that'll do it. Jan?
Shine on.
The Pixel People Pod. Snap, 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 it's on. Rewind the future fraud. The Pixel People Pod.
Long duck dong.